Here in front of the Axmis Family RV. They are project trekked on Instagram and YouTube. They've been on the road for 5 years, so we feel really fortunate, only being on the road for 5 months, to actually go inside their RV and give you a tour. And they're also going to give you 5 tips before going full-time on the road and share some wisdom with all of you, which I would have loved to talk to them before we went on the road. We've learned so much since boondocking for the first time here at Glacier National Park. Christian, she scored us, gosh, what was it? 12 days inside Glacier National Park in Apgar. So I'll let her share some tips with you, but let's go inside and see it. We are the People's Family. In March of 2021, we made some big changes in our lives to trade in our home of 3,500 square feet in Ohio for a 400 square foot house on wheels. And we set out on the road in March of 2021. So here is to our journey that is not about all the things, but is more about all the people and all the places. I'm Ashley.
I'm Rob.
I'm Ellie. I'm Abby. And I'm Emery.
And we're the Peoples. Hi, welcome to our home. My name is Christian.
And I'm Nate.
And we are with Project Trek. We have a YouTube channel where we empower families towards long-term family travel. We've been traveling full-time for the last 5 years. And we're excited to show you our open range 376 FBH. This is our third RV out of the last 5 years. One thing that we have in common with Rob and Ashley is that we also had a Class A, and it was also terrible. So I can't wait to show you our fifth wheel because we love it. Come on in.
I'm going to show you.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to show you the fifth wheel.
Okay, you can show.
All right, let's take a look.
Bye.
to our house. This is an open range fifth wheel that we completely remodeled after we found some rotting floors. We bought it used, and it was quite the mess when we got it. So we ripped out just about everything and remodeled. So let me show you.
So what made you choose this particular rig?
Well, it's not, on the outside it's not as flashy as some of the other ones, but what I really liked about this one was the amount of storage underneath. A lot of our fifth wheels only have the front pass-through compartment, and this from the fireplace over there all the way to the back, which is about, I think it's just under 20 feet of storage, is all storage, pass-through storage underneath. So just an incredible amount of storage, and with the storage it actually has the cargo capacity rating to back it up. I think it's like 3,700 pounds of cargo capacity. So a lot of fifth wheels are limited to around 2,000 pounds, so this is almost double.
So what are some of the updates you've done to the living room?
So, what didn't we do to the living room? We changed out the floors initially. Like, at the beginning, we were just going to do the floors in the bunk room and in the master, and then we realized that this whole section here was completely rotted, and so we ended up replacing all the flooring with the vinyl plank flooring. So that was an update. We took out the recliners that were in here and put in a home reserve sofa, and we like the home reserve sofas because it's got storage underneath. We've got an air fryer and some business stuff under there. So the storage isn't necessarily that well organized, but it's there. Actually this whole thing was just recliners, so when we took all the recliners out, we were able to fit in a dining room table, which it comes in really handy every now and then, because we do like sitting down for family dinners, and plus we're a board game family. Actually, we just played Ticket to Ride with the Peoples last night. So it is really nice to have an actual sitting table instead of like TV dinner trays. I added in, we found an incredible deal on Live Edge oak and pine, and so we bought a bunch of that, and I used it everywhere. So I redid the steps with Live Edge, put in this kind of, we use it as like a charging shelf where we can charge all of our stuff. There's our dog Sage. We revamped this fireplace thing. Did she just leave?
No.
Oh, sorry. We revamped this this fireplace unit. The fireplace did come in standard, but we just kind of put this adhesive tile on there, and all the tile in here, the subway tile and everything, is all adhesive backed.
I love what you did to...
Oh yeah. So the open ranges, they're not the most stylish RVs. At least they don't come that way from the factory. And so there was like these giant star emblems in the middle, and we thought it was kind of gaudy. So we ripped those off and then put in some stained pine board. I thought it turned out really nice.
And you took the microwave out over here?
We did. My wife does not like microwaves. So we took out the microwave and installed a German steam oven.
And what do you use that for?
It's really good at making sourdough bread, which my wife is really good at. So
I concur.
yeah, they have had some, so they can attest to it. But it's really good because the RV ovens, they don't cook very evenly, and so we'd end up with half a loaf of sourdough that's burnt and the other half that was kind of raw. So this does a really good job at it. And what I did was I took off... Oh, there's food on there. Don't look at that. I took off the RV oven half and left the range. So our range still runs off propane, and this is off electric. And speaking of electric, we've been dry camping, us and the Peoples have been dry camping in Glacier National Park for the past, 9 days? And so we are running off of lithium phosphate batteries with 1,200 watts of solar on the roof. So all the lighting, all the charging, all that is just running off of batteries, except for AC. No AC. Yeah, we took out the microwave and then we added this live edge open shelving here. And yes, we have to take everything down when we move, but it takes like 30 minutes.
Now, I'm wondering, can you tell them a little bit more about like your fridge versus an RV fridge?
Yeah, so this is a residential fridge. This is what? A Frigidaire, just like you would have in a normal stick and brick home. And this is the primary reason for our solar install, because this is an energy hog. It's just really inefficient. But it's big and it's got an ice maker. And that just makes it more homey.
So your rig seems very homey. What are some of the things that you've done? Just little things that make all the world of a difference.
It's just like in a home where you change out like the pulls on. I don't have any drawers there, but like the pulls, like we switch these out. It just makes it look nicer. One of the underrated things that we didn't do but it came standard was a ceiling fan. You'd be surprised how much that makes it feel like a normal house. Other things we did were like we changed out the window treatments. So like these were just from IKEA, and they do block quite a bit of sunlight. We also bought blackout curtains from, I believe it was Chicology, Chicology, Chicology.com. And those are up in our bedroom and our kids' room so that we can totally black out the sun, because up here up north it gets dark very late and our kids have a lot of trouble going to sleep when it's still light out. So that helps a ton. The other thing we did was we upgraded the lighting. These are just wicker shades from IKEA. And then we changed out the lighting fixtures themselves because all RV lighting is 12 volt. And so we just wired it for 12 volt and then put in 12 volt LED bulbs. We did the same over here. I won't turn it on because it'll probably ruin the shot, but we just put up these lights where I think they were those kind of ugly dome lights. Yeah. And then we upgraded all the door handles. So let's go from the living room up into the master bedroom, and up you'll see that over here we replaced the stairs with the live edge as well, and then we added some food storage underneath.
That's cool.
All right. So this is the master bedroom. You'll notice that the ceilings are pretty low here, but that's because of all the cargo storage that's underneath. It's quite tall storage. We actually fit most of our bikes in the back, and I'll show you that later. But this is a queen size bed, and I know, queen size bed, and we use the Betty's bedding, so it's kind of cool. It's like, Sage, down, come on, down. It's kind of like an adult sleeping bag, to where it zips up, and this the sheet comes out so you don't get the sheets pulled off you at night. But it makes making the bed a little easier, so I do like that. And then the obnoxious amount of pillows is courtesy of my wife, but that's something else that just makes it feel more like a home. On this rig, we don't have opposing slides, so the room is a little bit smaller. But we do have one slide out, which is our closet here, which relative to most fifth wheels, it's quite a bit of clothes storage. A lot of people end up with like that much. And we have not a walk-in closet, but a very large closet. So here's the Chicology blackout curtains, and I like these because they're actually white and not black, so it just makes the space feel bigger. And then underneath here is actual usable storage. I mean, that's quite a bit. And please don't film in there because it's really messy. That's what my wife would say. All right. So, and also this rig has 2 AC units. The rear is an 11,000 BTU, and the front is a 13,000 BTU, and it keeps this place ice cold. I know a lot of rigs have trouble keeping cool, especially in the heat of summer, direct sunlight, but this seems to keep up with it just fine. Let's show you the bathroom. So this is one of 2 bathrooms. Well, we have a half bath up front, but this is the main bathroom that has the shower in it. And I'll show you the shower because we just cleaned it with Norwex, which I'm super impressed with. So this is our very tiny shower. We use these 3M command baskets for all of our soaps and shampoos and stuff. And then we do have a vented washer dryer unit from Splendid, and it's actually worked really well, and we got it for free from another full-time RV family who needed to drop some weight because they don't have those 3,700 pounds of capacity. So we got that. Not much else. We replaced all the countertops because it was that Formica kind of laminate stuff that was kind of ugly, and so we just bought some pieces of wood, pine from Home Depot, and glued them together and stained them, sanded them. Looks really nice, I think. And then we put the vessel bowls and changed out the faucets, and that's another easy fix that makes things look a lot more homey. Oh, and then we put up all the subway tile, more live edge. Yeah, that's about it for the bathroom.
Okay, so I'm a detailed person and I love your decor. Can you tell me how is that functioning when you travel?
That when people see our rigs, that's a huge concern from there. Like, oh my gosh, you have so much stuff to move. We do have some knickknacks to move. Like, this is from Niagara Falls, 2019. But so like this is pretty heavy. I would not want this to go flying when we're traveling. But a lot of the other stuff is Velcroed down, and so it just stays put during travel days. And then my wife's crystals. Those are things we have to put away, but she's agreed to do all that. I just work on the outside stuff. She cleans up inside before we leave. So yeah, we put a live edge shelf in there. There was like a bank of cabinets up here, and it was so low that like you couldn't even sit up in bed, and it was this giant obnoxious box, and so we just took all that out and put in the open shelving. We had enough storage with our closet that we didn't really need that, so yeah, that opened the space up quite a bit. All right, let's go take a look at the kids' bunk room, because I know that's what a lot of you were waiting on. So before we go in there, my wife, how we support our travels is we do Young Living essential oils, and so I picked these up in Washington. I definitely did not take them from Olympic National Park. I definitely did not do that. But I found these pieces of driftwood, and I just took a paddle bit and drilled in holes. And these actually stay in. I think in the 5 years of travel, I think we've had a couple bottles fall out like 2 or 3 times. But for the most part, they stay put right there. And we have had these shelves in all 3 rigs that we've had. So I just keep moving them. And then we added some wallpaper here. The kids' chore charts, which they do all of them every single day without being asked. I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then on the way up, you can see that I used more live edge for stairs. And then there is food storage underneath there as well. Here, let's take a look at the kids' room. This was the area that we did a lot of the work in, and so there are opposing slides in this room And so what we did was there were jackknife sofas on there. I think the idea was that if you took another family camping with you, you could, host another family, because there's like a mini fridge in here and all that. But we don't like people that much, so we took that out, and I built loft beds for the kids with toy storage underneath, and then I faced it with this, what is this, 3/8 or maybe 1/4 inch plywood. I thought it turned out really nice. The inspiration was kind of the Japanese micro hotel, like capsule hotel rooms, like in the airports. And so I just I routed the hole out and then slapped it up there. But it's actually really strong because it's mounted to the frame. And these faces just, the slides come in and they meet about right here when it's all closed up. But it is strong enough that we can actually, the kids can climb on this rock wall that we put on. And then I added a little Lego desk for my son in his bed. And then Ella, I think, won the lottery on that one because she got a little craft area. Like I said, there was a bank of drawers and then a mini fridge here. So we took that out, and it turned out there was a false wall here, and so it gave us about another foot of room back there. So I ripped all that out and put it in a craft area. She loves it. She trashes it every day, but she does love it. And each kid has their own closet, which are actually very big closets for an RV. So the rug that we put in here, because this past year we got a new puppy, we put in a ruggable rug, and it's really nice because the top layer is waterproof, so you can just go take this to the laundromat and wash it, and it's got a carpet pad underneath. It was a little pricey, but I was sold, especially after training a puppy. It's really nice. This is the half bath I was talking about. This has got just a toilet and a sink, but we did redo it. We replaced the countertops, put in the same vessel sink and faucet that I put in the master bathroom. And the kids, this is where the kids can come destroy their toilet, not ours. So inside this front compartment, which was a pass-through storage, I ended up walling it off because that's where we installed all of our lithium iron phosphate batteries and charge controllers. So it used to go all the way through. So I lost a bit of storage there, but this is much more useful because it actually powers the RV. So I'm going to take you to the back where all the storage is. So this was the big draw for choosing this floor plan, because this is just an incredible amount of storage for a non-toy hauler. So we can fit, I've got tools, there's a helium tank in there, I don't know why. But we can fit 3 bikes back here, 4 if I try really hard. But it is long enough that you can fit a full-size kayak all the way through there. We just have a stand-up paddleboard. But yeah, all of our instant clam tent and then all of our camping chairs and stuff all fits back here with no problems. We've got way too much stuff. Hey, thanks for coming and touring our 2016 376 FBH open range fifth wheel. Had a lot of fun, but now you gotta go.